Hello everyone, welcome to Safe Investing. So for this week, is anything a good opportunity? So in the previous video, I talked about Western Digital. And right now, relatively speaking, compared to the market, I think Western Digital is a pretty good opportunity. Considering during that I already did a 10% correction over the past week, and the entire market has yet to do a correction. I think that Western Digital may be one of the safer stock compared to other stocks. So right now, I believe that nothing is really a great opportunity. It's difficult to predict whether the market will go up or go down. You can't really take a bearish stance or a bullish stance. You can't really short the market or you can't really long the market. So the best thing to do right now, in my opinion, what I'm doing right now is just sitting around and watch the fireworks, see what happens, and just wait and see. Because right now, what's happening is that in the defensive sector is outperforming the market, and that's what we are seeing today. We are also seeing that the FAANG, so being Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Nvidia, and Google, right? They're all staying strong, and so is Microsoft. Microsoft is staying very, very strong right now. It's about almost 2.3 trillion, almost the size of Apple in terms of market capacity. The industry stocks are doing decent. We see that some of the industry stocks, for example, such as Caterpillar, anything to do with farming industries, right? They're doing really, really well. We're seeing consumer markets, for example, Costco and Walmart and Home Depot, relatively speaking, they're still doing very strong. So the industry market is doing pretty well too. The banks they're doing decent. I would say not great, but decent. And for things like Ford, GM, the auto industry, they're actually not really doing well right now. I think they're underperforming the market, which may make them a decent buying opportunity. And we can also see that the majority of stocks are hitting new lows right now, which is a trend that's happening, even though Nasdaq and Dow are constantly hitting new highs, but majority of the stocks are not doing that right now. And I don't even need to give examples because I'm sure you have seen the entire market, like different stocks. Whether we're talking about Chinese stocks or we're talking about semiconductor stocks, auto market stocks, right? Every single stock right now is just hitting new lows. We have stocks like, we have those meme stocks, right? Such as Rocket or Wish or other stocks, Jumia. They're all hitting new lows right now, and this trend is continuing. Russell 2000 right now is not performing great. Also, right, for the past 6 months, there was not much action, not much movement in the Russell 2000 compared to a Nasdaq and Dow. And this may be because, so last week, Fed had their meeting, and they're suggesting tapering. The previous Fed meetings, they basically just said nothing. The entire meeting. You don't even have to watch it, but the last meeting, if you want, you can watch it, and just watch it and listen to it. While we do other stuff. And because the last Fed meeting, right, they talked about this tapering and how it's going to happen very soon. People say that by the end of the year, but they're having election that's coming up for this, and it may be as soon as within 1 month. And also, we're talking about world issues. I'm sure you know a lot about the world issues that's happening right now, right? But just two countries I'll bring up is Thailand and Malaysia. People, generally speaking, right, they're not that familiar with what's happening in Thailand and Malaysia, but Malaysia Prime Minister stepped down, and they want the same for Thailand. So it's a bit of unrest there. And why is this important is because a lot of the semiconductor chips that the auto industry use comes from Malaysia and Thailand. Surprisingly, yes, they come from those two countries, and because of this, there's an increased shortage in semiconductors right now. And also, we are seeing a record high housing prices. That's what's happening now. Also, so Goldman Sachs and the Bank of America also advised caution, and this was last week. We have also seen the raw materials. The inflation was really bad, but it's not that bad anymore. Lumber prices having hit. I would say it's relatively a 1-year low point right now. In fact, it's even similar to the price in 2019 or 2018. or 2017 or 2016 or 2015, like there's not much movement in the lumber market, and we have seen our copper prices coming down, right? The Western Texas Intermediate is at $62 right now, so it's coming down. And this trend is pretty similar to the trend in 2008 too. We have I wouldn't say hyperinflation, right? It's not as crazy as what we've seen in the Rentenmark, right, in Germany, but is major inflation, I will call it, and that's what's happening right now. Everything's coming down, and it could be dangerous time. And we also see that people are withdrawing from mutual funds, and that's happening right now, because mutual funds are hitting new highs, right? And this mutual funds are generally the funds that institutions use for the market. If people are taking away their money, then the institutions have less to work with, and it's not good for the market. And people are, generally speaking, right, they're paying a lot more for these houses, and for these houses, if you want to pay for them, you have to take money, capital away from your retirement or your savings. So mutual funds, you have to just cash out the mutual funds and buy property. That's what some people are doing right now. And there's also increased spending, right? So I've been to a restaurant recently and noticed that the prices are really insane. Like, I'll be honest, in North America, in Canada, in the United States, the restaurant prices are already really expensive, and you also have this thing called tips. So right now, I would say that the restaurant prices are insane right now, and you have the tip on top of that, so you're spending a lot more money if you're eating out, and it just means less investing for now. And this trend could continue for a long time as well. And by the end of the day, you have to ask the question is, what do institutions want? What do they want? And what are they going to do? And just try to predict that, and that's how you should invest. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Remember to invest safely.